What if I told you that the moment most creators quit YouTube is actually the moment YouTube was about to push their channel, not a week later, not a month later, the exact moment they gave up and archived their videos and went back to their 9 to 5. I know this sounds like motivational poster stuff, so let me back it up with something real before you scroll away. YouTube does not push channels randomly. There is a specific sequence of signals that appear in your analytics before a growth spike hits. And if you know what to look for, you can see it coming. The problem is that 90% of creators have no idea these signals exist, so they misread them as failure, quit right on the edge of a breakthrough, and then spend the next 6 months watching someone else blow up with a nearly identical channel. I am Stickman Matt. I've been studying faceless channel data, testing AI workflows, and occasionally getting roasted by main channel Matt for my extremely limited art style. And in this video, I'm going to show you the 5 signs that YouTube is quietly warming up to push your channel. If you are seeing any of these right now, this is your signal to stay in the game. Let's get into it. Before I hit sign 1, I want to be really clear about something. These are not vanity metrics. I am not going to tell you that getting a nice comment means YouTube loves you, or that having a round number of subscribers is a good omen. These are actual data signals you can verify inside YouTube Studio right now. Pull up your analytics while you watch this. Seriously, because by the end of this video, you might realize you are a lot closer than you think. Sign 1, your click-through rate is quietly creeping upward. Click-through rate is the percentage of people who see your thumbnail and title and actually click on your video. Most new channels start with a CTR somewhere between 2 and 4%. That is normal. That is YouTube testing your content against small audiences to see how people respond. And here is the thing that almost nobody talks about. When YouTube is warming up to push your channel, CTR tends to creep up before views do, not jump. Creep. We are talking about going from 2.3% to 3.1% over a few videos. It looks like nothing. Most creators see that and think it means nothing. But what it actually means is that YouTube has been showing your thumbnail to increasingly relevant audiences, and those audiences are clicking at a higher rate. YouTube reads that upward trend as a green light to show your content to a slightly bigger pool, and then a slightly bigger pool, and then a much bigger pool. The CTR creep is the algorithm quietly saying your packaging is working. If you quit during the creep phase, you never get to see what the bigger pool looks like. What to do with this? Open YouTube Studio, go to Reach, find your click-through rate trend over your last 10 videos. If it is going up even slightly, that is not coincidence. That is a signal. Double down on whatever you did with your most recent thumbnails and titles. Do not change the formula when it is starting to work. Sign 2. Your watch time is holding steady even on newer videos. Here is a counterintuitive truth about YouTube growth. It is not just about how many people watch you. It is about how consistently they watch. When a brand new video from your channel holds a similar average view duration to your older, more established videos, that is a massive signal that YouTube is starting to figure out your audience. The way the algorithm works is that YouTube spends the first few hundred views on a video doing what you could call audience matching. It is testing your content against different viewer profiles to find the people most likely to watch it all the way through. When your watch time holds up on newer content without needing the algorithm to have already found your core audience for that video, it means your content is getting better, and it means YouTube is getting better at knowing exactly who to show it to. Most creators see flat subscriber growth during this phase, and they panic. Subscribers are a lagging indicator. Watch time and average view duration are leading indicators. If your AVD is holding above 45 to 50% on new uploads, you are in a healthy place. The subscriber growth comes after YouTube confirms watch time consistency, not before. What to do with this? Check your average view duration per video in YouTube Studio. If it is holding steady or ticking up across your last 5 uploads, your content quality is compounding. Keep the structure consistent. If it is dropping, your hooks need work, and I can tell you from personal experience that even a stick figure can write a better hook with the right tool. VidA actually has a script structure feature that helps you nail the opening 30 seconds, which is where most watch time is won or lost, worth using before your next upload. Sign 3. YouTube is showing your videos in new traffic sources. This one requires you to dig a little deeper in analytics, but it is one of the clearest signs of imminent growth. Go to YouTube Studio, click on a video, go to Reach, and look at your traffic sources. Most new channels get the majority of their traffic from either direct or browse features, meaning people who already know you or people who happen to land on your channel. That is a closed loop. It is not growth fuel. But when you start seeing traffic from suggested videos on other channels or from YouTube search on queries you did not specifically optimize for, or from the YouTube homepage for viewers who have never seen your channel before, that is YouTube expanding your distribution. It is the algorithm saying, I think I know who this content is for, and I am going to start testing it beyond your existing small pool. The moment suggested video traffic starts appearing in your analytics, even if it is just a few hundred views, that is not a small thing. That is YouTube opening a door. Most creators never notice this door because they are too busy staring at their total view count instead of where those views are actually coming from. Your traffic source breakdown tells you a story that your total view count completely hides. What to do with this? When you see suggested traffic appearing, look at which specific videos on other channels your content is being suggested alongside. That tells you exactly what kind of content YouTube thinks yours is comparable to. Use that information to reverse engineer what those high-performing videos have in common with yours and lean into it harder in your next 3 uploads. Sign 4. Your impressions are spiking but views have not caught up yet. This is the sign that confuses the most people and causes the most unnecessary quitting. You open your analytics and you see that impressions, meaning the number of times YouTube showed your thumbnail to someone, have gone up significantly, but your views are still low. And you think, YouTube is showing my stuff to people and nobody is clicking. That means my content is bad. That means I should quit. Wrong. That is completely backwards. When impressions spike ahead of views, it means YouTube has just expanded your distribution to a new audience pool it has not tried before. These are cold viewers who have never seen your channel. They do not know you. They have no existing trust with your brand. A lower CTR from cold audiences is completely normal and expected. The spike in impressions is the good news. It means YouTube is actively testing your content at scale for the first time. What you are watching in real time during an impression spike is YouTube running an experiment on your channel. It is asking, if we show this to a wider audience, does it hold up? Your job during this window is to make sure your next 1 or 2 uploads are your strongest possible work, because YouTube is paying attention right now in a way it was not 3 weeks ago. If those videos perform well during the impression and expansion window, the view count catches up fast. If you quit during the impression spike because the view numbers look disappointing, you just walked out of your own audition. What to do with this? If you see an impression spike in the last 14 days, do not change anything dramatic. Do not pivot your niche. Do not redesign your thumbnails completely. Refine. Do not reinvent. And upload your next video with the strongest hook you have ever written. This is the window where your work actually gets seen by real volume. Do not waste it. Sign 5. One video is pulling significantly more traffic than everything else. Every channel has what main channel Matt calls an anchor video. It is the one piece of content that somehow outperforms everything around it. It gets more clicks, longer watch time, more comments, more shares. And here is what most creators do when they find it. Absolutely nothing. They celebrate for about 48 hours and then go back to making completely different content as if that video was a fluke. It was not a fluke. It was a data point, a very loud one. When one video on your channel dramatically outperforms the rest, it means YouTube found a specific audience that genuinely responds to that content style, that topic angle, or that presentation format. It is handing you a blueprint, and most creators just ignore it. Even worse, some creators see that one video doing well and assume their whole channel is about to blow up automatically without doing anything differently. That is also not how it works. The anchor video is a signal with a window. YouTube is saying, we found an audience for this, give us more of it, and we will keep expanding the reach. The longer you wait to create follow-up content in that same vein, the colder that audience match gets. YouTube moves on, the window closes. What to do with this? Go to YouTube Studio, sort your videos by views, and identify your anchor. Then ask yourself 3 questions. What was the hook? What topic did it cover? And what format or structure did it use? Then make 2 or 3 videos that directly build on those answers, not copies, sequels, different angles on the same core topic that the anchor proved your audience cares about. VidAI is genuinely useful here for generating related topic variations from a proven performer because it can map out the adjacent search territory around a topic fast. So let me bring this all together because I want to make sure you leave this video with something actionable, not just 5 things to stress about. If you are seeing one of these signs right now, you are closer than you think. If you are seeing 2 or 3 of them at the same time, you are almost certainly inside a growth window, and the only thing standing between you and a real channel breakthrough is whether you keep uploading consistently over the next 3 to 4 weeks. That is it. That is the whole game at this stage. It is not a new strategy. It is not a different niche. It is not a better thumbnail font. It is consistency during the window when YouTube is already paying attention. The creators who blow up are usually not the most talented ones. They are the ones who stayed in long enough for the algorithm to catch up to what they were already building. You might be one upload away from that moment. Do not let it be the one you never made. Now, if you want to discover how I run faceless channels like this and make them into a full business, check out this video next to me, which is a full free course for doing it. I go over the new way of running faceless channels right now on YouTube. See you there. And before you click away, one question for the comments: which of these 5 signs are you currently seeing on your channel right now? Drop the number below. 1 through 5. I am reading every reply, and next episode I'm going to break down the most common one from the comments and show you exactly what to do when you are inside that specific window. So drop your number. I will see you in the next one. Stickman Matt, out.